Logan Wilson awaiting the opportunity to return. He signals fair catch, lets it sail over his head. And we'll turn it over to Brendan Sorsby from Las Vegas. Out of the pistol. They feed him over the right side with the tight end leading the way. Joe Royer, one of the most dynamic players from the Kansas lens. The Jayhawks coming off their best defensive performance of the season. Looking to get off the grass with a 3 and outs. At the mesh point, quarterback run. That's what he does so well. Moves the chains up to the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap to Sorsby. A gun run. And the Jayhawks blow it up. Kamara again knifing through. A loss of 3.
And Kamara limping off the field now. Keep an eye on there. But you see one crashing downhill. Identifies it. Then he beat the tight end to the point of a tee.
But had enough to get the win. Pressure from his blind side as he deals to the 40. Off to the races already. Emmanuel Henderson Jr. gone. Last week, a 94-yard kick return touchdown. On one strike here.
Looks like he's in zone, eyeing the quarterback. No idea why he's biting up on the run fake there. But a quick stumble after that, and too much speed from Henderson to give him any half step for a big home run to start the day for Kansas.
Keeper game for Sorsby here. Flips it to Royer. Shouldered out at the 31-yard line. 5, maybe 6 to shorten up third down. Third down conversion, and then missed on a throw in his first possession. Sets the laces here and takes off. Stumbles and is shy. Captain sends it back to the QB. Only needs a yard and moves the chains up to the 40. Looked to be very much in their favor deep in that fourth quarter. Bearcats bouncing their running game to the outside. Evan Pryor across midfield and takes a pop. No flags down as he's got a first down in Jayhawk territory for Cincinnati. Blitz was creeping. Here they come. Sorsby flips it out to his safety valve. And Cincinnati turns a negative into a 5-yard gain. Austin Alexander securing the tackle in the Kansas secondary. On fourth down. Front empty. Sorsby shoots. And it's plucked out of the air by Cyrus Allen to extend the drive. Again, and a right side run. And 2 Jayhawks converging on that tackle, including Kamara. Let's go down to Lauren.
You talked about the Cincinnati new receivers, guys.
12th play of the Cincinnati drive. Protection is there initially. There's a fastball to the 25 and a broken tackle. Isaiah Johnson still going to the pylon. And they mark him out just shy.
4-man rush, great protection up front, and just an extra effort at the top of the route, being able to shrug off the tackler. And I'm sure they're going to take a look at this. Foot steps out right here. Ball clearly short. Great job IDing that by the officials in real time. This is the area of the field where Sorsby becomes...
Patrick Gerd, a tight end, in as a fullback, and they run it right behind him over the right side. Tawee Walker with a chance for Cincinnati to tie it early.
No frills down here. This is when you put it on your offensive line up front. You mentioned Gavin Gerhardt, your captain. They have a lot of trust and faith in this group, and deservedly so. One of the best.
13th touchdown of the season already through the air. Short set here. Much shorter delivery. Gains 6 on first down. Able to put it in the hands of Bowden Gruen. Behind him, Walker just rushed for a short touchdown. Begins a new drive with some traffic in the hole. Able to stumble for a few. Let's go down to Lauren. Lauren, he fashions himself as a bit of a Josh Allen guy, which is interesting here in the KC area. Zips ones over the middle for another first down up to the 46-yard line. Little Kentucky native. Back to the ground game. Good lane. Nice removal up front as they cave in that left side, paving the way for Walker to rush for 11. The junior signal caller to the air again. Finds a target. Goodies first grab. Down to the 25-yard line. What they're looking for from Sorsby.
Just methodically going down the field.
17 more on that hookup. Now the design QB run. Punches down below the 20. That was something that Cincinnati told us they wanted to do to cool off this Kansas defense. Sorsby, and it's Noah Jennings isolated to his left. Bearcats. Clicks through, hits the crosser. There's Jennings, upended near the 10. Behind the chains, but they've got the full complement of downs here. Dropping the arm angle. Cyrus Allen on the receiving end. Brendan Sorsby with a frisbee his way. They get 7 of those penalty yards back. 93 seconds of possession for Kansas and a 93-yard touchdown. Sorsby from the pocket, dealing wide of the numbers again and racing downhill near a first down. Cyrus Allen. Deshaun Williams is the tailback, coming off his first 100-yard game for the Jayhawks. To the 30 on a completion to Levi Wentz, whose 4th and 1 touchdown got it all started last week. 4-time captain in his 6th year with Kansas. Gives at the mesh point. That's Deshaun Williams breaking through contact. Contact balance indeed. Whirling inside the 40 with a rush of 25 yards.
Big man on the move. Look at the right tackle, Enrique Cruz, going to come around here with a great kick out on the tackle.
FBS offer was Air Force coming out of high school. Now he's on draft boards. Daniels to the sideline and shouldered out cleanly by Antoine Peak Jr. The tight end motions into a trip set. Kansas from the fringe area. Going vertical, and they hit it. Pickett run out of bounds near the 10.
Great job getting pressure in the backfield. You see him able to beat Enrique Cruz, but then just follows through. And anytime you hit the quarterback, the helmet of the quarterback in the pocket, that's going to be an easy flag. But on the backside, that pressure up front means you had one-on-one. And again, a great job by these quarterbacks.
With Angle from the 6. At the mesh point, QB keeper. Good pursuit by the Bearcats, who were not fooled. Jaquan Sanks arriving.
It was incredible, you guys. I've never tasted anything better than Kansas City barbecue, I have to say.
It looked like they missed a face mask there on the carry for Walker, but he still barges ahead for 9. 2nd and shorts. No problem for Walker. He lowers his pads and pushes up to the 40-yard line.
A great leader up front for this slab of beef.
Sorsby stands in. And that's complete. Across midfield, Jennings a lunging catch for a first down. Play fake. Sorsby on platform. Layers this one in. Oh, a big hit at the end of it, but it's complete to the 20. Caleb Goody hangs on with a flag down.
To get a good look at the defense, they saw that pressure coming off the right side, and so they dial up the throwback. The wheel route from Caleb Goody going that way. Big time hit. Great job holding on to the ball. Through that catch, looks it in, takes the hit. And I'm sure the hold happened on the double move back there. Just
Jayhawks coming after Sorsby again to the 10. Be close to another first down. Caleb Goody very much. QB's got it. Flips to the pylon. A laser for a touchdown. Cyrus Allen puts Cincinnati back on the high side.
JB, this all has to do with the legs of Brendan Sorsby. When we get a look before this play, you're going to see Cyrus Allen. So he's a big motion guy for this team. They're going to bring him cross and lead out in front. Always on the menu.
There's an option look. And a pressure. Daniels disappears. Now he's got a lead block. Scrambling to the 30. Unbelievable on Daniels.
Just wiggled out of the straitjacket on this play. Plenty of design fakes, but the protection breaks down. And so Houdini went to work. The Cincinnati staff said Jalen Daniels is so good at times he can get that offense by accident. And just a great job finishing on that play by Calvin Clement.
First out, Cam Pickett in motion at the snap. A late rush arise. And again, Daniels gets skinny through it. Takes off for more to the 40 and a first down. 16 more on that scramble for JD6.
End up with a 5-man pressure here, and a great job, you're right, just being able to squeak through that A-gap. Strong in his
track and field team as well. Daniels with his eyes downfield as the pocket pushed onto his lap. Able to connect at the 10. Bryson Canty with 30 yards through the air.
You see Kansas start on this side, going for the deep cross in the back end of this. And a great job by Daniels. You want that route going vertically and then let the quarterback throw you back to it. He comes back to the football, makes a great catch to set them up down inside the 10.
Canty, the two-time first team, put the bunch into the boundary. And 1 week, stood up near the 5.
Bubble numbers are tough.
He's already been good from 26 off the right hash. Narrowly knocks it through. Remains a 1-score deficit for Kansas. As they clapping for the snap. Nice meandering run for Tawi Walker. And I think Cincinnati, as much as anything, has done a good job taking the crowd out. Maybe capture the lead before they do. Daniels retreats. Great protection. And a helmet-high catch at the 40 by Emmanuel Henderson Jr., who delivered that 93-yard sprint for the game's opening touchdown. This one measures 24.
And just a great job.
A chunk run would help. Pryor gets around the corner and tiptoes the sideline above the 20.
I was just going to say, usually in that situation, you'll give a token handoff. You see if you can pop a run like that. And because your back gets out of bounds, doing a great job just getting to the edge of this defense.
Top offensive line target in the portal for the Bearcats, making that run possible. Stick it in the belly of Pryor again. The 28. And the clock rolling with content to maybe run this out. They're going to force the safety level to tackle. Pryor busts one. Now he's going to get him all the way there to the 25 in field goal range.
Spread run game, and it looked like there might have been another missed face mask on this. Again, a light box look, no one there to set the edge. And he goes past. You see that jolt from Lyric Rawls coming down at safety on the tackle.
Good eyes, Mike. The 2 that have been missed in this first half. Evan Pryor, Rusnak. He punished it. No doubt about it. And back to a full touchdown lead after 2 here in Lawrence. 83-yard touchdown reception to open this game against Cincinnati. Design QB run. Daniels using his stiff arm, fighting with Logan Wilson out on that edge, and they spill into the Cincinnati sideline. Third down rep for Daniels. Touch pass. First down catch this time. Jake Golden delivers the hit again, but it's a pickup. 1 minute into the third. Daniels off the play fake. Clean pocket. Clean throw. Midfield. Henderson moves the chains.
Easy spots manipulating the space of the D.
Daniels against the blitz. Oh, they screen behind it. Doug Emillion steps through one. And downhill to the 32-yard line with a fresh set of downs.
And Daniels is out wide right now.
New quarterback in the game, Cole Ballard. Behind his block. Ballard close to another first down. A sophomore in his 3rd year in Lawrence. Even though it's been mostly Le'Shawn Williams without Daniel Highshot today. Oh, a seam ball. Put out of the air for a touchdown. 24 yards for Bowden Gruen for the 2nd week in a row. He hits pay dirt. The second half for Kansas. Daniels dealing over the shoulder of his 6'4" tight end. For Cincinnati. Tawi Walker is the back. Charges above the 20 and falls a length of his body to the 25-yard line. 7 on first down for Walker. He's been relatively quiet as part of a productive offensive day. Off the double move. Slicing inside to midfield. Cyrus Allen from Brendan Sorsby. It's a pickup of 24 yards.
And JB, you called his number out here. Watch the attention that Royer draws going out into the flat from everyone on defense.
The defense of Kansas, just to be fair to the Jayhawks. Deep drop off the play fake. Sorsby sets his feet and drills one to the sideline. It's Cyrus again. Into the red zone as his lid pops off. Allen's been everywhere.
I guess if at first you do succeed, just try again. It was a very similar route. You've got Royer going over to the flat. And then he makes a great move along the sideline in front of Lyric Rawls. Lyric walls, excuse me.
Sorsby always a run threat, especially in the red zone. Using his arm here, and he's on the money. Sorsby a strike to Cyrus Allen. They connect for another touchdown, and the Bearcats rebuild their lead.
That's Cyrus Allen doing a great job working from inside in the slot right here. Runs that corner route matched up with the safety, and that,
given what he's been through, would have quit a long time ago. He's here in year 6. Nice catch. Henderson off to the races with a vapor trail behind him. He burns Tatum Barnes for 75.
Where you're going to have the handoff fake right in here. You've got the guy coming in motion, and Daniels just looks down, sees the defender bite up, and actually hits the ball behind. A really acrobatic play by Henderson to reach back, catch that ball behind him, spin, and almost not break stride here at all. And just unfortunately, Tatum Barnes' feet get tangled up right there really awkwardly, made him touch grass.
I think the off-frame throw is what got Tatum Barnes out of the picture. I think he reacted to a ball and maybe having a chance to pick it, and instead gets dusted.
You mentioned the impact a guy like Henderson has coming over. We hear so many people talk about the transfer portal and will guys come over and be able to assimilate in the locker room, but this staff under Lance Leipold believes they've scouted the character of these guys really well, and they raved about Henderson.
Help them capture a field goal going to the break. He lines up in the pistol here. 3-runner coming after Sorsby, and for the first time this season, he is sacked. Blake Harreld has the honor.
Boot action all day, and so this time, Kansas brings a man off the backside, and a great job staying home, understanding the boot's been on the menu. Sorsby's got great wheels. We've documented that. Great discipline by Blake Harreld on the backside of this defense.
Harreld coming off a career-high 7 tackles last week in the win over West Virginia. And Sorsby looking to bounce back. He gets out the side door, hurdles, and carries to the 23. Sack from their defense, trying to get off the field. Sorsby hangs in and delivers. Oh, what a catch. Joe Royer paid the price, but hangs on for 21.
We got a Jayhawk down on the field right now. But watch Joe Royer here working in the middle of 3. Just goes up, sees his quarterback in trouble, and defender falls down, but nice job going up, making the play, absorbing the hit from Taylor Davis. As it looks like Saeed Gibbs down on the field right now. The injured Jayhawk in question. For the time being.
Pressure again. Sorsby dodges it, throws low, but a smooth catch by Pryor, being able to get vertical to move the chains. Bearcats still behind the sticks. 2nd down and long. Sorsby hit as he throws, distributes out to Caldwell. He did a nice job to make the first man miss. He has Cincinnati in 3rd and 1 with it. Sorsby still without Royer. Feeds Walker to the right side, and that's rejected by Rockchalk. 300 career games played on this deep and experienced defensive line. Over the middle, beating the blitz. Gavin Grover rumbling to the goal line and just missed a touchdown. Got all but the last yard, 33 on the completion.
We know the injuries to the back middle of this defense. Gibbs, the latest that we've seen go out. So what is engine that DK McDonald believes they can be?
Well, snap from 24 for the lead. 17 makes in a row. New drive begins with a run. Well blocked at the point of attack. No Daniel Highshaw, no trouble today, as Le'Shawn Williams takes it for 16.
And all the motion, the eye candy, the zone read work ends up making the defenders have to wait an extra beat. That time, great job by the offensive line picking up the movement. The whole defense slants from right to left.
New quarterback on a run through the right side. Isaiah Marshall. And goal coming for the Jayhawks. The freshman sprints for 19.
Everybody's a weapon in this Kansas Jayhawk offense.
At the mesh point, Daniels pulls on platform, waiting for a Jayhawk to come open. Now slicing his way for a new first down at the 31.
It looked like the wide receivers get crossed up a little bit downfield. You're going to see a couple of players over here. Looks like they get a bit hung up, and so the timing's off, the coverage is there. And so Daniels sees all that wide open space and then hits him with a little Euro step in the open field. He knows basketball plays around here. He gets it.
No doubt. Daniels calls for the snap. And throws for the lead. Touchdown, KU. Levi Wentz puts the Jayhawks on top. Senior receiver Levi Wentz.
Sorsby out of the pocket.
They'll run it here. Tawi Walker to the 5 and to the 2.
Got the timeout in your pocket, and a great job. The legs of Sorsby affecting the backside of that rush. You saw a defensive lineman hanging on the back end. And we mentioned 77, Terrence Hayo, putting him in the dirt on the front side of that play.
Brendan Sorsby steps under center, opens up, and gives Walker untouched for the go-ahead touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. Let's go, baby! Come on!
It lands with 29 seconds, and Kansas holding one timeout. A 10-play, 75-yard touchdown drive.
You're going to see big number 50 pulling left to right. Evan Tangesdal just clearing out space. But the job by 56, DeAndre Buford, who's had a couple of holding calls go against him today, a great job getting to the second level and clearing some space against Trey Lathan. That whole group didn't blink. Brendan Sorsby was a quarterback I thought highly of coming into this season, coming into this game. Didn't start as well as he wanted to passing the football against Nebraska, but they want to give this offensive line something to think about.
Jalen Daniels finds the completion. This is just the start. Kabeka out to Pickett. Now it's on the deck. Scooped up by a lineman, and it ends there as Cincinnati silences Lawrence with a road win.